Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Jankyard. I'm your host, The Treatment, and we are now near the end of the collection. We are at the semifinal super hype game: Matt Bowers versus Carl, or should I say, Matty Hype, Matty or Hype, Jojo Dan Bowers. He's got so many nicknames. He's the king of nicknames. King of nicknames that have been assigned to him. He doesn't have a choice in any of this. It is the Math Bowl. That's right. It is two math teachers. Let's see who deserves to win. Who deserves the title of best math teacher? Who deserves their job? And I'm just going to let them know that we are good to go. And yeah, I'm very excited. Matt has fought through the hype bracket, and he's had a lot of real stiff competition. He's fought multiple Airedales, and it's been a pleasure to watch his first fiving. It's been a pleasure to watch his massive growth Prowler put the kibosh on everybody else's plans. I don't think that's going to work in this matchup because Carl, on his side, has been doing title shift. Yeah, I always forget the card's name. Title shift in many games, locking down his opponent's big threats and then popping out those creepers as Koji does. And he's also, of course, got his Cinder Spirits and Snapper and all the other good stuff. And yeah, so this is very exciting. I don't know. This is not the finals, but it is as good a semifinals as you could hope for. And then the crazy part is that regardless of who wins tonight, the winner has to face off against EB Fritz, who has stormed the top bracket, and if they manage to win once, that's not enough because this is double elimination. You have to win 2 times. Fritz is the undefeated king of James right now, and so this is an uphill battle for both these players. They are still technically 3 wins away from a championship. But we're going to focus on this game right now, focus on the hype. Both of these players are sure to put on a show. I'm going to adjust my sizing. I think that'll probably be better for everyone. Yeah, so very excited. Welcome Mitch, welcome Fritz, welcome Charlotte, welcome Wavesy. Hey, Wavesy. Awesome, man. It's been a while. I'm glad to have you back in 2026. We missed the Waves Open last year. We didn't have any of that hype, and it's good to have you back around. So yeah, so this is it. So we've got Creepers and Cinder Spirits versus Prowler and Bear. Very sort of opposing type of matchup. You've got your control-y mid-range units versus the potential for a lot of explosive or accelerated growth, explosive growth. And the token game is going to be interesting. It is Weenies, which Cold tends to do well against. But we're seeing Matt start off with a very typical start so far. Shade Prowler, boom, pop it down. Does what it needs to do. Is it going to be massive growth Prowler? I don't know. And is Carl running his title shift? I don't know. But no matter what happens, this is going to be really interesting. The first 5 is, I don't know how, whether they plan this out, whether, they really sort of did any testing. These guys are veterans of the game. I think sometimes they can just basically look at each other's list and go, yep, this is what I'm running. And just maximize their turn. What would you call it? Their in-round efficiency. These 2 guys and Brian, especially, we know him with dice efficiency. It seems like even though they have the same number of cards as the rest of us peasants, they manage to eke out a lot more action economy, a lot more main actions. And so it's always very interesting to see how they sequence their turns. So we're seeing Creeper come down on Carl's side, Frostback Bear comes down on Matt's side. This Creeper could just get a real easy 2 damage in on Cole, because it's unlikely that Matt wants to block this at all and just give Carl an easy seedling that he can start buffing up and then threaten 6 swing, which, the thorns are important in this matchup, because unlike many of the other matchups that Matt has faced, where his ice traps, his resilience against ice traps, which most people were packing for removal, the 3 body life can die easily to thorns, and it can, in theory, die easily to Cinder Spirits as well. Koji Cinder Spirits is different compared to the rest, because he doesn't have to have these crazy sequencing shenanigans. He can pretty much, 2 turns, pop and swing. And so we see a quick 2 damage. The Creeper goes down, and the Snapper will end up giving him what he needs. 2 shadows! Matt is ready for this round 1. Love to see it. I'm guessing Old Salt and 100 Blades potentially as his last 2 cards. That would be where my money's at. It could be a Hammer Knight. Okay, well, there you go. I'm like half a second ahead. Hammer Knight and Ice Trap? Hammer Knight and Butterfly Monk. Butterfly Monk would actually be pretty good in this matchup. Keeps Matt in the long game, and it actually makes the whole free damage from creepers a problem for Carl, unless he wants to spend the frog pings. But then, that's you're trading a frog ping plus to get a 2 damage swing in, and what are you really getting out of it? You're only getting 1 damage. Matt's pretty happy with that. So yeah, very spicy. It also forces Cinder Spirits to sort of swing or ping the Butterfly Monks if they stay alive. So yeah, very, very cool. Cinder Spirit books for Carl. Rough meditation. Pop. Ooh. Has Carl's luck run out? Seeing those 2 books in the bin is not good. If the other 2 books go in the bin, that is potentially lethal. Matt spinning dice this quickly is really cool and unusual. Yes, Fritz, I agree. He's all the way in. He's got one die left, and it feels like Carl has barely done anything. He's still got 7 dice left. It's pretty crazy. Meditates Fester from the dark. Okay, so now I can open up these piles. So now we're not going to see Shifting Mist, which, obviously that wouldn't really do much in this matchup. 2 shadows was super awesome. Figures in the Fog, I think that is a 1 of. Nope, there's 2 in the deck, so we could still see that. And Fester, which against Carl's deck is not really the big thing. Carl's got some allies. He's got Hun Master, he's got Spear Master, he's got Wolfpack Leader. Wolfpack Leader. Okay, so Matt probably first 5 Ice Trap then, right? That's probably what he did. First 5 Ice Trap for the Wolfpack Leader, and boom. Tidal Shift comes down to lock down the Shade Prowler. Okay. I mean, that is what it is. Swings, takes out the Frostback Bear, shuts down the Prowler's ability, and he gets to drop another Creeper. He's not going to be able to token it up this turn unless he self-frog pings, but I don't think he's going to do that. But yeah, that Tidal Shift, I've never seen someone use Tidal Shift so effectively and so many times in their first 5. It is, it's a good card. It has tended to be rare since it came out, which is really cool. Matt's just going for it. Matt is just swinging for the fences. He wants to fight this out. Really cool, really hype. Matt passes his main action. Carl can now drop the Cinder Spirit, or is it a Wolfpack Leader? No, it is the Cinder Spirit. Does he have his own 2 shadows, or was it a Fate Reflection? Carl does not have two shadows, so it's Fate Reflection, or that's about it. I don't. It can't be anything else. Maybe it was just for the time power. All right. So, sorry, I just had to look, make sure I following the action. By the way, I'm assuming, since nobody has said anything, that my audio is good. But yeah, let me know, guys, because this is the Jankyard, of course. So Carl gets the start of his creeper chain. He's got one token down. He had two tokens on Cinder Spirit with the help of Koji, and now he draws into his second book. All you need for creepers is the second book. That gives you the focus. That gives you the ability to keep that chain going. And we've seen 100 blades go by in the bin. And so yeah, we've also seen 2 ice traps gone now. So the removal options against the potential Wolfpack leaders and creepers, not so hot anymore. And Matt, once again, he swings. Carl takes it. He's racing that damage. He's like, all right, fine. I got a Hammer Knight. I'm going to get my 3 dice worth of value out of that. 3 for 6, right? That's basically 3 Final Cries, or 3 Sympathy Pains. That's Value Town. And then Matt drops a Shade Prowler, and he's once again threatening this Luminous Seedling. He can swing, he can kill, and he's got a Frostback Bear. What else does he have? Who knows? Carl, on the other hand, what did he? Carl, he kept the dice. Did he drop the card? Draws 4. No. Okay. Just wondering where that Fate Reflection. Oh, Fate Reflection to prevent all damage. Sorry, I missed that part. Against mbauers slash. So he used the Fate Reflection there, puts a damage on the Hammer Knight. Now he's able to threaten the Hammer Knight with a swing and a ping and all this other business, but he's going to pop the thorns instead. Here we go. Oh! Matt ice traps one of them. All right. It's go time, guys. Oh, there's so much that can happen, and these guys are ready to play fast. They're on it. Right now, Carl is at a healthy 10 life. Matt is at a healthy 13. Oh, Miss Typhoon. Here we go. Here we go. He knows that he doesn't have another Fate Reflection. Miss Typhoon and then a Coal Slash is going to put the kibosh on the Cinder Spirit. Okay, not the Thorn. Good, like to see it. That prevents both a unit from sticking around, because Brilliant Thorn, of course, would fade anyway, and it also prevents the Thorn, if it dies, from putting a token on the Cinder Spirit, which just puts things, in a not good space. And then, of course, Carl's going to take his shot at the Hammer Knight, but this one, Matt is not going to let it go so easily. Does he have the Adrenaline Rush? Because that would be pretty sexy. If he drew into Adrenaline Rush and he's ready for the creepers to swing either the Hammer Knight or the Prowler twice and just pop off, guys, that would be just juicy. Carl has 7 dice, though. He's got it's the Massive Growth Prowler. We love to see it. This deals with basically everything Carl can put out, other than Fate Reflection, Accelerate, Reverberate. Seeds of Regression doesn't deal with it. Yeah, let's race. All right, I love to see it. Wouldn't it be so insane if he drew into Adrenaline Rush as well? So he had his the first 5 we've seen, but he just drew into it naturally. That would be super crazy. Two swings with this Prowler is game, right? So it's like, what is Carl gonna do? And both the Huntmaster and the Wolfpack leader die. Yeah. I am surprised that Matt did not meditate up a frog die so that he could ping and swing. But maybe the last card is not something good, and he's just gonna put out the bear. Carl has got a nice alt art accelerate. He's meditating three. Two of those time dice are popping up. One potentially for the snapper, one potentially for a fate reflection. Two are in the bin. He's still got one more. What else could it be? Could be a spearmaster. Could be adept duelist. Oh, wouldn't that be? Oh, adept duelist. Removing the massive growth. Can you imagine if that's what it is? That would be so nasty and so sad. What does Matt do here? See, if he had a frog ping, he would basically be saying, I forego the Frostback Bear. And I'm just imagining it's Adrenaline Rush. But he could, like, frog ping, swing, boom, 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 done. But now, Carl is got the counter threat. And he's also got the ability to play a second Indiglow Creeper. And he's got the Snapper to keep that chain going. So, in theory, Matt could die this round, right? Creeper swing, another Creeper swing, that's 4. 2 sets of thorns. Can't block at all. That's dead. That's dead, dead, dead. Oh, man. You love to see it. All right. So Matt does not have Adrenaline Rush. Or at least he's not playing it. It might just be a Cold Slash. It could be a Fate Reflection. It could be Figures in the Fog. Could be that other one. That would be nice to see. Stop the potential lethal play there. Yeah, guys, this is so good. Both of our heroes, both of our protagonists. There is no antagonist in this show. They're both protagonists. They are both on 10 life. They're fighting for it. We have got a show. Love. This is the way you want a semifinals to be. I mean, not that all games haven't been hype, but I gotta do my job and make this even bigger than all the other games that we've seen. Very, very cool. Carl is now in the think tank. What is he going to do? Does he have the potential to ruin Matt's day, or is he going to face the wrath of Matt? I mean, it is crazy, though, Matt spending his dice spending them like me. Honestly. Matt spending his dice like I would. Just go for it. YOLO. And Carl, meditating everything he's got to have all the options, to have all the bluffs. He's still got enough dice for, let's see, 2 for Cindy, 2 for Creeper, and 1 for Snapper. He can spend those 5 dice on just the spell board, but he could have other stuff. Yeah, thankfully these guys remembered to put a timer on. I don't see this getting even down to the 10-minute mark unless they really start to slow play. Both guards are down, so any unit that comes out is ready for the taken. And Carl can get, 2 free damage in, no problem. Probably worth swinging at the Hammer Knight and taking this away because he's got top of round, of course, and that could be a very important top of round, especially if he ends up with a Cinder Spirit still there. Like, as long as he does 7 damage this round, top of the round Cinder Spirit play could be game. If he because the Shade Prowler is going away. The Frostback Bear is not that sturdy. Like, between the Snapper, the Cinder, and the Creeper, it's easy to get rid of that, and then the Hammer Knight, so yeah, this is very exciting. What do you guys think? We're taking everything now is all about gambling, online bets. What are the bets here? What do you guys give odds wise for let's do it from like Matt versus Carl? Is it 80-20, 20-80, 50-50, 40-60? Come on, put your bets in. I'm not really sure right now. I feel like Carl's board, in the fact that he also has way more dice, is more dangerous. So I think it's like 35-65, maybe 40-60. Yeah. Mitch, Carl is a master of patient play. I mean, normally Fred is really good too. He just got the last one. Brian is also king of patient plays. All right. So what are you guys saying? Are you saying 30-70? Does Matt have a chance here, or is he doomed? Is it over? Okay, so Carl's just gonna see the Cinder Spirit really is awesome at just eating up main actions. Like you can out main your opponent, and then what's he gonna do, right? And Matt doesn't want to play 2 dice, well, effectively 4 dice for this massive growth and Prowler, and not get anything out of it. And worst of all worsts is if Matt doesn't have Fate Reflection, if it's Figures instead, and he swings that Prowler and he deals 3 damage, and Carl Fate Reflects it onto the bear, then Matt has nothing, and it's GG. Wait, Mitch, I said Matt versus Carl. So are you saying Matt has a 60% chance and Carl has 40? I thought you meant the other way around. You mean 40-60, right? 40 Matt, 60 Carl. They're thinking. I think Carl took like 3 minutes off his clock, and now Matt's thinking through. They are. Oh, he does pass. Oh, that's not ideal. Carl could just Cinder Spirit and drop, but is that bad for? I think you swing as Carl, right? Or do you face 8 damage, even a slash, if he was capable of cleaning up the board? Slash is only 9 damage. Yeah, I'm not sure. Matt is in a bit of a pickle. The pass is very interesting. I could see Cinder Spirit dropping, and then you pass, and you take it to the next round. I could see playing it out. He's got so many dice, so much to do. He obviously doesn't have Duelist, otherwise that would have been the play. Duelist on a massive growth would just ruin ruin it. Especially if he was able to put a damage down. Well, it doesn't matter at this point because the guards are broken, but the stock ability would be pretty important. I don't think passing is the play either, but it's not like it's not a chance. I mean, who knows? Carl could even have Wolfpack Leader, right? He could have Reverberate. It wouldn't do much in this case because there's nothing else in the bin. Wolfpack Leader's not bad. What does he have? He's got 1 Twilight. That's in the bin. Spearmaster, that could be spicy, but dies right away unless he has Fate Reflection. Oh, no, because it wouldn't matter because Spearmaster costs 2, right? Yeah, so it wouldn't matter. This is a whole nother level for sure. Matt just ended up passing again, though. Sends the clock back over to Carl. Figures it's better to lose 4 dice worth of potential damage and potential destruction and just save your own units and save your own board and reset than to give Carl more main actions by swinging. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Fritz. The the sequencing would allow the creeper to disappear, then Thorn Inheritance to put one token on, and then accelerate growth and pop them right away. You're right back to where you are. Carl playing Seeds of Aggression on Thorn to Bear or Thorn to Knight, killing off this Knight. I'm guessing. Yeah. Wow. He really thought about that one too. And that's a one of. Wow. Okay. Still has 4 dice, 2 books to use up. Oh, and the Cinder Spirits. I always forget that just because it's exhausted doesn't mean you can't summon with it. Very, very interesting. I mean, Carl is now down, since we started this, Carl's down 6 minutes. I think Matt's down a minute. Okay, Matt is going to use Cole to slash. He slashed a Fester. He's going to Frostback Bear to eat up the Seedling. He's going to keep that sick Shade Prowler down because it can basically destroy anything else. Very interesting. Carl, yeah, makes sense. He can still get Thorns out, though. He can still do it. He just won't continue the chain. You would have gone for Bear. I don't know. Wolf power. Wolf down. Wolf down. Awesome. Oh, no. Did Matt bail out of that? Nah, he's got a wolf down. He's going to wolf down. Do it, Matt. Do it. Make him meditate one more time. Especially if it's just for Snapper, but it could be for Cinder Spirit. He swings, he gets the thing. No, he does it anyway. Wolf down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, our slogan is there for a reason, guys. Here we go. Doesn't want to risk a Fate Reflection. Wolf down. Swing for 6. Will the Luminous Seedling tank the hit? Or will Matt get his 6 in? That's the question. Carl has to think, do I want to go down to 4 life or do I want to lose my chain? He's going to lose the chain. So the thing about Ashes, if anyone's watching is like, what, obviously I would not take 6. The thing about Ashes is every life, the only point that matters is the last life, as they say. But Ashes is all about asking your opponent a question where you don't care either way what happens, and making your opponent answer them. And I mean, when I play with Shadow, like, I always love the questions he presents. It's like, oh, do I want to lose this, or do I want to take 5 to the face, or do whatever? And so asking Carl, do I want to go down to 4 against a Frostback Bear and a Prowler, which can easily bypass, and Cole, who can also slash in advance of things, or do I want to lose the whole engine I spent this round building up with my 2 books and not have the counterplay at top of round just to play a Snapper? And he's just going to token it up. All right. Wow. I did not see that coming. Allie says, thanks, Mistreatment. Very cool. That was a fun round. Yeah, so even these guys are acknowledging how cool that round was. That was so much thinking about all the possible playlines, about all the possible bluffs. Really amazing. Carl rolls pretty great. Only 1 basic, but no power sides. And Matt rolls even better with only 1 basic, but 2 power sides. And he carries over a Bear. Yeah, this is so cool, guys. So now, this could extend the game. This is a game changer, I think. Butterfly Monk as an option, not only for another unit, but now something that can change the life differential, and also put a body in front of these creepers and the snapper so that there's not just free value is really cool. Matt is out of his ice traps. He is out of his festers. Carl is still got one fate reflection and two ice traps, but that's not going to do much against Matt. And Matt also has the potential for Gates Defender, which is maybe why he meditated up, or Figures in the Fog. And there's still a lot of missed typhoons. No, not a lot. One missed typhoon, which is always a banger, and 200 blades. So still a lot of AoE for Matt's side. Matt is down to 7 cards, and you can't slash if you got no cards left. Carl, who started off pretty rough, still has 10 cards in hand. His board is now set. He's good. He's got one Reverberate in the bin, so the next ones are actually pretty punchy, pretty dangerous. He's got one Accelerate left in there, which is always dangerous. And of course, he's got his 3 Wolfpack leaders, which is a huge threat. But against Matt, who can AoE, one side AoE and slash, that's also not great. This is very, very cool. Prowler, natural play, comes down. I wouldn't be surprised to see Carl swing here, even for 4. I'm curious why Matt chose not to slash or ping at all. He just played the Prowler. He didn't want to ping it away right away. He doesn't want to give the option for the easy tokens, I guess, and he also wants to force Carl to sort of meditate and play the snapper. But yeah, that's I don't know. Of course, now the 2 tokens on snapper, even though it's only useful one time, would be really cool to see a Spearmaster come down and just start popping things off. I don't know. Although, of course, I think Spearmaster, because I haven't played it yet, it's only 1 damage, right? What is it? Spearmaster. When this unit is declared as attack, any number of status tokens deal 1 damage to an equal number of units. Yeah, not 1 damage for each token, which would be, bonkers busted. All right, we're seeing it. Wolfpack leader coming down. Carl building up his board. Go wide. If you can't go through, go around. And Matt's philosophy is if you can't go through, go over. Putting down the Butterfly Monk now, which is just going to be chump fodder for the Wolfpack. So potentially doesn't have the 100 blades, or he's waiting for that extra juicy thing. Oh, Gates Defender. Love to see it. Takes one on the chin. Uses Cold Guard. Still has the Butterfly Monk. Here we go. Oh, come on. Please be 100 blades. Please be 100 blades. We gotta see it, right? This is what you want to see. Matt, this round has been the round where Matt carried over 2 dice worth of advantage, and now has 3 cards in hand, which could, all be very useful. 2 at least are for the bear. So he's still got 3 dice worth of value. What does he have? That could be an Old Salt for sure. Could be another Massive Growth, which would be sick, and could be any of the AoE. There it is. Yeah! Love to see 100 blades. Oh, and he's using the nature dice for it. Okay, cool. Pop, 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 pop. Here we go. The question is he also... He's got to be slashing, right? You don't 100 blades unless you're also slashing that Wolfpack leader. But Carl has a time die. Oh, Carl's not playing it there. Oh! After image. Oh! Even Matt says sick. Yeah. Oh, after image, Wolfpack leader. It just... Guys, this is so fun. This is so much fun. Oh my gosh. Reverberate. kills off the Shade Prowler and the Monk. No way. Oh, God. And now he gets to summon his Creeper, and he's down to 2 dice, which he can still use for a Cinder Spirit. Awesome. All right. Adrenaline Rush. Was that the card I missed? Was that the card that went in the bin for the slash? Of course, the Butterfly Monk dies, and Matt's back up to 8 life. Carl's down to 7. His guard is down. Oh, 6 cards for Matt, so he's gonna draw at least 4 of those. That means that this game's not going past round 4. I don't think. Carl is down to 8 cards still, so it's plenty on his side. But he does have more power sides, I think, overall. Other than the Wolfpack leaders, I think he tends to have some more power side cards like the Ice Traps and the Fate Reflections. All right. Carl is attacking the Frostback Bear with Seafoam Snapper, puts 2 damage on it. He's looking to clear up the board. Unfortunately, he doesn't have top of round. Matt has top of round. What can Matt do? 100 Blades, too, don't forget, is always a source of damage. So what can Matt do to engineer potentially, if not a top of round, swing / win type of thing? What else could he do? Did Carl just win? I don't know. That Reverberate was pretty dangerous. Pretty dangerous. Not to mention having the 2 dice now for the Wolfpack leader in his hand. He can go very wide. He can do lots of damage. Oh, yeah. Main action, not side action. Side action would have been crazy. Side action, swing and go. That would have been, yeah. Matt's still going to have a bear, which will almost certainly die to a thorn. And, I don't even know if you play Wolfpack Leader. I think Cinder Spirit might be the better play so that you can token up. Oh, okay. Well, Matt attacks, kills off the 1. That's dead. Slash and kill. Instead of playing the Old Salt, he slashes the Old Salt. Does he have 2 Old Salts in hand? Right? Maybe that's what he has. The Adrenaline Rush hype, unfortunately, now is finally dead. That 1 card that has been so cool in other matches is gone. It's really a great one of, you don't need more than that. It's another Mist Typhoon. He's not going to play another bear. He's just going for it. Oh, Matty B. He's going to slash one of them away. He's going to take 3 to face, but whatever. He has once again stopped the chain. I don't know how often you guys have played against Creepers and how often specifically you've played against Carl Creepers, but stopping Creeper Chain can be so hard and so frustrating, especially once they get the second book down. Matt is doing an incredible job. It might not look like that, but if you've played against Creepers, sort of in the same vein as like stopping Snake or stopping Fighting Spirit, like just you always have to stay on top of it so that they can't get that big top of round, and they can't maximize on all that value. This is really cool. Now Matt is gonna take 4 damage here. Carl decides not to play the Cinder Spirit. He's going to instead play the Wolfpack Leader. He doesn't, I guess, thankfully have Accelerate Growth, or maybe unfortunately doesn't have the Accelerate Growth, so he's not going to be able to get 5 damage in, but he is going to get 4 damage in. Jared Loophole Clue, you're here? Oh, dude, where have you been? Hope everything's been going well for you and your family. Great to have you back. I hope you can join and play some more in 2026. Hopefully we get some more streams for you. Uh-oh. Check. All right, I'm back. Thanks for telling me, guys. Yeah, if it was not top of, or if it was Carl's top of round, that's basically lethal. That's game. Or not. Well, it's not lethal. It's 1 point away from lethal, but yeah, not great. Um, Matt having top of round here, big deal. He's gonna play the Prowler, meditate it away. I think he is showing that he's got figures here. But I mean, Carl's ability now to just send in all these chump units that Matt doesn't want to block is kind of dangerous. What can Matt have? Is the other massive growth and then both massive growths are down. One only one old salt. We can basically figure out exactly what Matt has at this point, right? Because we know his deck. So it's a figures, 2 old salts, and 200 blades. My right? I think that's it. 1, 2, yeah, because the typhoons are down. So, yeah. So now, hey Fred, Carl has 1 accelerate left. Yeah. So Carl could pop off really quick. There's of course 3 cards in the draw pile, so we don't know what he drew into, what he doesn't have. We know that the Duelist is down, the Spearmaster's down, so that means he's got his Huntmaster, the Herder's also down. So he's got 1 Wolfpack Leader, Accelerate, 2 Ice Traps, 1 Fate Reflection, and the Huntmaster. That's, I think, everything he's got. Oh, and the Reverberate. Sorry, the 3 power Reverberate, which right now would just basically kill the bear, and I think that's game over, unless Matt can do something about that. Does Matt have a Fate Reflection left? Did I say that they were both gone? There's 1 figures. Oh wait, does Matt have? Sorry, Matt. Yeah, Matt has a Fate Reflection, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, this is quite the game, guys. What's crazy is that we've not seen a Cinder, right? Unless I'm misremembering. I mean, so like we saw it round 1, but considering that there's been all these tokens on it, Carl's just been putting the tokens down and not using them. It's all been the Creeper game, Snapper game, the Huntmaster here, Huntmaster and another Wolfpack leader, and that would be pretty rough. Carl's just using his 5 minutes left to look at the list and madly figure out what those cards are. Oh man, it's all about that open list information. All right. Matt drops a bear, and he meditated that away. And now Carl is swinging Creeper for 2. This is not ideal. I'm surprised that he didn't swing the Creeper and the Pack Wolf. Okay. Two plus 2 equals 5, not 4. Okay, guys, they are math teachers. We know this. The fatigue here is very viable. It is potentially the game decider. Carl has so many main actions. He can just sort of sit out, and that could be game. I don't know. Matt only has so many units left, and the 100 blades. There's not a lot you can do. Carl is just going to build and build and build and build and build. He's ahead on dice, not by much, but he's definitely ahead on board. This is looking pretty nasty. Not to mention that Matt knows there's still one Fate Reflection left, which, makes the Prowler a little bit nullified. Oh, he has his own Fate Reflection, as far as I remember saying. So he still has the ability to ping pong it back. But yeah. Cinder Spirit coming down, dropping token on that seedling, now threatening the thorns. There's, of course, the next play, which is second Creeper, and that just tokens it up. He doesn't have to use the Accelerate Growth yet, although he could accelerate growth on the Cinder Spirit, ping away the Butterfly Monk, and swing for 3. That forces Matt to block with the Bear or the Prowler. He could even choose... Okay, interesting. So Matt's going to... He knows that that's the threat. He's going to swing and put, 3 damage on the seedling? Is this going to be ping, ping, ping? Ping, pong, ping, pong? Fate Reflection from Carl. Fate Reflection from Matt. Yep. There we go. Reflection Pong. And Matt now adds 2 damage, but I don't think that matters here. Carl is he's at 5 life, but I don't see Matt having the ability to do 5 damage. He can definitely do 2 more. 100 blades is at least 1 more after that. He's only got... Oh, no. Oh, I missed it. Sorry, no 100 blades left. So at most he could slash if the board was clear. He's got no AoE, though. I think this is game. This is Carl just being able to play much wider, having more units. He's still got the Accelerate play. He's still got the ability to summon now another Cinder Spirit, which will buff the current Cinder Spirit that swings and kills the bear. I think this is GG, but it has been so fun to watch. Carl, what's crazy is that Carl went down to 4 minutes. But again, much like life, the only time that matters is the last second. I have seen Matt literally win, I think against me, on the last second. I have lost on the last second by not being able to click my attack, my lethal swing fast enough. It's just the way it goes. But yeah, it's been such a game. 4 rounds, so close, so much thinking, so many cards in the bin. Really, really cool. Matt is bidding his old salt. He's not going to play it. He's meditating up for what I assume is the last figures. Thanks, Mitch. And Fred said, good players go for the kill. Great players know how to seek domination when they don't need to drop their guard. Yeah. I mean, of course, you always have to be careful that you're not playing so cautiously you miss your open window. But in this case, I think Carl has all the dice and all the units on his side, not to mention he's got top of round. And he's got fatigue on his side. Matt's only got 3 cards in hand, so no matter what, he's taken 2 damage by the end of this round. I'm pretty sure that's it. At most, Matt could play sort of quickly and, say, oh, I'm going to try and eat away at your clock. Wouldn't that be something if Carl's not paying attention? I mean, sometimes it slips by you, right? Sometimes you're doing things and you just forget how long it's going to take to sequence something, because that would be quite the way to lose. Carl puts Cinder Spirit into play. I think this is just GG here, right? No, he's not. He's going to take the slow way. Matt has to block with the bear. Oh, or figures, of course. Wait. Oh, Fate Reflection. Oh, what? Oh my goodness. Or as my son is currently saying, oh my goodness. Um. Okay. Okay. Well, so it's not lethal yet. Matt still now has 1 old salt. Yes. Yes, that's what he has. 1 old salt. And if I was paying attention, I could figure out the last card, but who cares? It's slash fodder. Wolfpack leader swings at the old salt. Does. Okay. Yeah, takes the 2. Matt, unfortunately, because of that snapper, cannot go over top. Hey, buddy. Oh, Mama's watching TV? Okay. We'll be bed. Okay. I'll see you soon. Just getting the evening update for my son there. Yeah, this is no good for Matt. I don't think there's anything he can do to stop the damage here. Definitely can't stop the top of round when he can slash that creeper, but that does nothing, right? Carl still has at least... Oh, right, he doesn't have his guard. Well, isn't that funny? Is he just trying to main action Carl away? Oh, he token up the Wolfpack leader. GG. Well, there you have it. I mean, Matt loses no matter what, right? He can't win. He can't get the 5 damage in. He couldn't get the bear over the snapper. He couldn't get the prowler over. Just too many things. Matt dies on his own terms, though. He dies to fatigue. There you have it, guys. What an incredible match. Landed at 5 rounds, which I didn't think we were getting through round 4. But that was truly, truly incredible. I thought Carl was on the back foot losing those Cinder Spirit books right away, but the second Creeper book made a big deal. And then that incredible standoff, Ashes standoff in round 2. So much fun. Now, unfortunately, Bowers, your hype has ended, and it is now on to Carl versus EB Fritz. Maybe, we could go to 2 games where Fritz maybe just steamrolls as he's been doing. It's going to be a great game. We'll see when that's scheduled. I hope everyone joins, because that will also be the night that I announced the awards. Carl gave them to me a while back, and I've been holding on to them for a long time. But all the community nominations and awards, the voting has been tallied, and I will be announcing those next time as well. I hope everyone has had fun, and don't forget that this Sunday is Jankfest. We're going to be doing that at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and I believe, I don't know if Charlotte is going to be hosting with me, but of course it will be exciting nonetheless. I don't know who's going to be on stream with me, but I hope that we have some good fun, and yeah, don't forget to submit a deck. So I hope everyone had a great night. Hope everyone has a remaining great week. Thanks for correcting my audio when it dropped out. And I think this was very, very cool. Good luck to Fritz. Good luck to Carl in the finals. We'll see who the 2025 world champion is. Have yourselves a great night. If you're not janky, you're stanky. Frog up, wolf down. Be positive and hoot and toot. Later, guys.